I just had this idea this morning, so I thought it would be fun. I mean, we're all stuck inside. I don't know if anybody else is feeling the way that I am about this. If you just want to talk quilting, I mean, I'm an open book. Any um, questions, ideas, you can use the little comment section over here to write questions. I know you can't ask questions on video, but I'm happy to answer them. So I thought, you know, thought I would show you what I'm working on right now. First of all, I went to the fabric shop on Friday because I had to get stocked up a little bit. In my head, I'm thinking we're going to be stuck inside for a while, right? So I might as well stock up a bit while I still can. So something that I've been working on and kind of playing with every once in a while is, um, let me come back to that in a second. I found this fabric at the fabric store. This one right here. And if you can tell, it's got like some pinks and some greens and some blues. And it is a Caterina Rochella for Art Gallery. And it is just this gorgeous grunge, flower, feminine, beautiful piece of fabric. And Kristen wasn't leaving the store without getting some of this fabric. So I picked up some of this, and I am going to make a quilt out of this sometime pretty soon. I thought I could reach them from where I was sitting. I could not. So I picked up, I don't know if you've seen this new stuff by Tula Pink, but I picked up this to go, and I've already cut it because I'm trying to plan ahead, I guess. If I'm going to be stuck inside for all this time, might as well get some fabric. But I found this by Tula Pink. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen her new stuff, but this pretty much has like me written all over it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to do kind of a mixture of, okay, here we go. This mixed with, this one is just I think it's cotton and steel. Oh no, it's not. It's the Ruby Star Fabric Society, I think. So it's like a hot pink and it has red stars on it because I love stars. So it has this on it, and I'm going to work with this and that, and then I just pulled in like a solid gray. So it's going to be a very stripy quilt. But that's going to go on the back side of the Caterina Rochella fabric. And then while I was at the fabric store, I was actually on my way out, and as I always do, you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm paying, my blinders are on, and then you walk towards the door, and you see all these other fabrics that are there, and you're thinking, maybe I should go back and buy that one, which I know I shouldn't, but I found this one, and I mean, I love Allison Glass. Okay, so I do. It's beautiful, and this has a whole bunch of her fabric in it. It's just a jelly roll. Let's see if I can like slowly pull it around here, but it has like a mix of a bunch of hers in it, and like this one has like where is it, like scissors and little, all kinds of little bitty things mixed in it. So I found this yesterday at the fabric store as well, and um, hey Kathy. So if you just popped in, I went to the fabric store on Friday, and I was just gonna kind of show you some of the fun stuff that I found while um, I don't know, all the other girls. Tell me if this is like this in the rest of the world, but like Houston, which is where I'm from, has gone absolutely bonkers. Okay, like there's no toilet paper in the store. I don't know why. I'm not sure what we're preparing for. It's a little scary, but there's no toilet paper in the store, so that's what everybody was joking about. And while they were doing all of that, I was just browsing the fabric like I normally do. But I found some really fun stuff, and this one is also from Tula Pink. And again, like I need another bag here, but can you see this? It's got like a oil or like a oh, Ireland, I want to come visit you, Heather. Oh, that sounds fun. I want to come visit. Someday I want to go to that part of the world. I would love to see Ireland. Um, it's got like a oil or something in it, but like it's obviously you can't put any like scissors or anything sharp in here, but it's I don't know. I couldn't come home without it, right? So oh, that reminds me. I set up a coupon code for those of you that are here on the live with me. So actually, I don't care if you tell anybody else. Like it's fine. But I set up a specific coupon code for y'all that are on the live because if you're gonna be stuck inside and if you're wondering like, what should I sew next or what should I do? Not that we all don't have like, several patterns in the background waiting to be done. But I set up a code. If you type in Facebook Live, all caps, FACEBOOKLIVE, it'll get you 40% off of all of the patterns in my shop right now. Just if you're looking for something else to do and you are kind of, I don't know, wanted to try something new, not spend a whole lot of money because apparently nobody's doing that right now either. Oh, hey, Donna, and hey, Holly. Oh, Holly from Florida. I want to be in Florida. I want to be in Disney World right now. But they shut that down, so that's not happening right now either. But so I also at the fabric store, I've seen these. Okay, so this is the Missouri Star, and it's their, I guess you could call it catalog. I don't know, I guess, but it's called Block, and I think they do 4 issues a year or something. I don't know, but it feels like a really solid, like it's actually like a book. But the good news is it was only like $5. Okay, so it's like a magazine style price point. But inside the issue, it has tons of inspiration. It has little articles and stuff. I wouldn't say this is for like anybody super advanced. You're not gonna like learn major new stuff out of this. But what I really did like is it's an idea book. Okay, so in here, and I'll show you this way so you can kind of get a better idea of it. It has different patterns, and these patterns are actually in the book. So it's a good deal if you're, I don't know, you need some patterns. So it has like how to make your fabric stash work for you. There's really beautiful pictures in here. And then they show you pictures of the quilt like this, and then they show you the actual pattern, like how to make each of the blocks, how to put them all together. I feel like I'm reading a children's book here, but it's even better than a children's book because it's a book for grown-ups on how to make quilts, and it's so fun. And there's always a happy ending, and probably some turmoil in the middle because that's how quilts go, right? So so they have all of these like patterns. Is like you can change it into like a pillow using the same pattern. But if you're in the quilt shop next time you go, like I said, I put this off because I figured, being from Missouri Star and being that it's good quality paper and it's good information, I figured it was kind of along the lines of more expensive than, say, I don't know, just your standard grocery store magazine quilt book. But actually it wasn't. It was really like I don't know, it was something odd, like $5.35 or $5.25 or something like that. Like it was more than $5, but I remember thinking, oh my god, that's a whole lot less than I was expecting. So but they also had one for the fall. But anyway, so these are the quilts that are in this book right here. And I can't wait to kind of dive into some of these ones. I don't want to keep harping on this, but like moving was something that I did not expect to kind of alter our lives the way that it did. And I know people who move all the time are like, Kristen, you should have known better. You absolutely should have known better. Like moving is hard, and I get that. But like, when you're trying to like, I'm trying to homeschool the kids, and I have to get them in their routine, and I'm trying to make sure the house is unpacked. And then silly me, we got puppies. That was fun. Yeah, let's just add more chaos to the recipe. But I haven't had a whole lot of time for quilting lately, and it kind of wears on you sometimes, when like the only thing that you want to do is quilt, and the only thing that you really shouldn't be doing is quilting. So I've had to kind of wrestle with that a little bit, but I did finally put together a quilt yesterday. My husband's boss actually, well, his wife rather, had a baby, and I made a quilt for when they had their first baby several years ago, and we're not really close, so I just kind of, I did what a nice quilter would do. I made a baby quilt to celebrate them and the new baby, and then that's really the last I ever heard of it until recently when my husband showed me a picture that his boss had sent him of their, I guess she must be like 2 now, I think, but she's still little, and she snuggles with that quilt every single night. Like, that warmed my heart so much to know that this little kid appreciates it and she loves it and she has to have this blanket every single night. And so, um, then the her younger brother is now born, and I was like, oh no, I have to make another quilt because I can't make one kid a quilt and not make the other one a quilt. So I put together, and I don't know, y'all can tell me if this is a pattern that you would like. Sorry, my hair is doing something funny today. Would like for me to release. A lot of times I take fabric that I really, really like and I kind of figure out a theme and I design my own pattern. So I've been wanting to do hexagons again. So I used my hexagon template and my triangle template, and that is those crazy dogs I was telling you about. God bless them. They're cute, but they're a mess. So I used my hexagon template, and this kind of got like big. It's more like crib size, I guess. So this is what I was working on yesterday for the new baby. I put some borders along the top, and it's kind of like a really denim-y fabric up here, so it's got some texture to it. And then as it goes down, you kind of get this mountain theme to it. And then the back of it is, which I only had a little bit of this fabric, so I had to like very strategically work it into the theme because I love this fabric, but I only had a little bit of it left, and it's a Hobby Lobby fabric, so it's gone. Like, there is no more getting it. But this little fabric right here, see how it has all the little mountains on it right there? I thought that was a cute little touch to the back, and it even has like, it's got little animal, where are they? Little animal paw prints right there too. So I finished sewing on I did the hand sewing on the binding yesterday, actually. So a small detail that I thought really is going to make her happy is, okay, so they will never see this video, but like they're really hipstery, okay? They love all of the coffee and they love all of the like mustaches and all that. Like they're really cool people, okay? So they're very hip. So on the little girl's blanket, I used this fabric right here. Where is it? Here it is. I used this fabric right here with the mustaches, right? So that was the one that I made on her quilt like years ago, and I was pulling together fabric for this quilt, and I happened to find the mustache fabric again. So I went ahead and I made one of the mountains in her brother's quilt match her quilt. So I don't know. A mom can hope that like some sibling bonding will happen and they'll have like matching quilts and it'll be adorable, you know? So that's what I did with that. I thought it was kind of cute, and even if I'm the only one who realizes it, that's I think that's something that really makes a difference in your quilting is when you get yourself involved in it. You're not just like the machine that is putting together all of the quilts and following a pattern exactly. What I really love about quilting is there's absolutely no two quilts out there that will be the same. They just won't be. And I think that to me, that makes all the difference in the world, is like creating something that is completely one of a kind. You put your heart and soul into it, whether it's picking out the fabrics or, and I talk a little bit about this in my upcoming course that comes out at the end of this month. where it's how to pick out your own fabric, or how to pick out fabric for your quilts. I know a lot of people struggle with that, but it it has a lot to do with your heart and your soul. Okay, so it's not just like a machine picking out fabrics. It's, you know, you are the only person that can pull together these fabrics exactly the way that you have. You're the only person that can sew this quilt exactly the way that you have. And what we are creating as quilters is these one of a kind, amazing pieces of art that, you know, have love in every single stitch. And, you know, I think that's really amazing. It's one of the main reasons why I keep quilting and I keep creating, and I love to create content for other people who are doing quilting as well, because this is one huge community. And it's what we have is a group of friends. Whether they're in your city or your next door neighbor or they're on the other side of the world, what you have is this group of people who all get it. And that's what it comes down to. We all get it. If you type in Facebook Live, all one word, all caps, FACEBOOKLIVE, it'll get you 40% off of the coupons. 40% off of the patterns in my shop right now. I can't talk anymore. So, feel free to go over to my website, www.ISeeStarsQuilting.com, and you can check out some of the patterns, see if there's anything in there that interests you to play with and work on this, however long until we're allowed to come out of our houses again. See, and Kathleen, hi Kathleen, and baby quilts. And Deli's gonna be working on her UFOs. I should be doing that too. I really should. Every time I see somebody say that they're going to be working on all of their UFOs and their works in progress and all of that, I kind of get that urge to be like, yeah, I want to do that too. But then I get distracted by, shiny things and new fabric. Like, see, I have this one here, and I don't know if you can tell behind me, right over here, there's more jelly rolls out there. Maybe we do need like a new quarantine. Just stay home and work on your quilts. That could work in our favor. Not that I'm making light of the situation, because I know it's not. It's serious. But as a creative person, it's good to keep your options open and just keep experimenting on new things. And I find it that a lot of beginner quilters, they're so hard on themselves. Okay, and I can talk about that now because I was really hard on myself too. Like if you saw like my very early quilts and stuff, they're actually not that bad. But the friends that I had were amazing quilters, and so I'm comparing my 6 months to a year quilting work with their 25 plus years experience. And it's not a good idea to do that. And I get emails from people all the time that are like, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? And it's hard to explain, but like, you're not doing anything wrong. You're learning. And maybe some of those early quilts you're going to look back on one day and go, what was I doing? None of those seams match up. What did I just close my eyes? But you're not doing anything wrong in the early years. I think with more experience comes more, obviously more practice, but better quilting, and you can get more adventurous in what you want to quilt, and you can get more adventurous in, maybe the pattern choices or the fabric choices. Get more experimental with like, using your scraps. I've been doing a lot of thinking about that in terms of like I just released the Stardust pattern, and that is meant to be a scrappy quilt. Okay, so it's meant to be like just taking the odds and ends of things that you don't use, and when you put it all together, like it's gonna be gorgeous. It's taking these things that used to no longer have any purpose other than sitting in a drawer, and moving it into something that is beautiful and useful, and something that you can continue to use now and forever. But and I'm excited to see how that one turns out for everybody, because the blocks that I've seen so far have been really, really beautiful. I mean, no two blocks are alike. It's crazy how amazingly talented you girls are, and it's really, really fun to see right now. I wish there was more that I could show you, but that's really it. Is the one that I'm working on. I got this fabric for myself while I was at the fabric store, and it's a fabric by Caterina Roccella for Art Gallery. And oh, let me ask y'all that. What is your favorite fabric company? Because I'm always looking for some new ones, you know. Oh, Jersey's crazy too. Oh no. I'm always looking for some new designers, and I have my favorites, but every once in a while I will, I don't know, crawl out from under like my rock of my favorite fabric designers, and discover somebody that I've never even heard of before, and I can't believe I've never heard of them before. So, tell me, what are your favorite fabric designers? I tend to flock towards Art Gallery. I love them. I love Wyndham Fabrics. There's several different designers that I love within those fabric companies, but this was one that I bought on Friday from Caterina Roccella, and it's got, I don't know how your screen is looking, but my screen is not doing this justice, because this is this gorgeous dusty blue color mixed with some magentas and some mustard and even some like rusty orange colors in here. So this one I bought for me because I could always use one more quilt. I say I need another quilt, but a need is kind of based on opinion, I guess. I could use another quilt. Sure, why not? Oh, Tula Pink. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know if you saw this earlier, Samantha, but I got some of Tula Pink's new fabric line while I was there, and it's already cut because I'm going to piece this together for the back of my quilt. But look at this from Tula Pink. Is that not the cutest? There's all these ones that she has that goes with this line that have like sewing machines on them that are really floral and really like, I mean, just super feminine, gorgeous pieces of fabric. But this comes in, I got it in blue, but it comes in pink and it comes in green as well. I don't remember if it came in anything else, but that's what they had at the fabric store. I love, love, love Tula Pink. And Jenny, you can come down to Texas anytime you want, because we don't get snow unless we have a hurricane, and that's at least down in where I am. If we have a hurricane, then it does snow. But you know, let's see, who else do I love? Oh, Carrie Bloomston. She is one of my favorites too right now. Like, I could just eat up everything the woman designs. Like, it's gorgeous. This is one of hers right here, this one. And like, let me see if I can get close enough where you can see it. Like, her stars actually have like bits of like newsprint in them. And so like whoops, here it is right here. Where it has like where did it go? I just saw one. Oh, right there. That one has like an ampersand in it right there. I have a background of design, and I took 4 years of art in college, and graduated with my degree in communication design, which is a lot of marketing and a lot of figuring out what people like, good design, what is good design. And so all of these people are coming on the line, or on these fabric lines, that, I mean, I love all of their stuff. It's so hard not to buy absolutely everything that I see by Art Gallery. I love cotton and steel too. Some of their fabrics tend to get a little not exactly my style. I always love to go through the remnant bin and see what all they have there, because sometimes, I don't know about your fabric shop, but my quilt shop normally has like, I mean, like really good chunks of ended bolts and remnants fabrics there, or like wrong cuts. They'll have those in the bin as well, and they're always 30 to 40% off their retail price. And you can find some good stuff in there. You can also find a lot of stuff that you don't really need, but they know you, right? They know you don't need it, but you love it, so you're gonna buy it anyways. And oh, thank you, Donna. Next week is spring. I'm not crazy. I heard that somewhere. Probably, probably my daughter, who is very obsessed with the calendar and what's happening next and what's going on and what are we doing and where are we going next week. And I think she's ready for summer, ready for swimming, ready for, I don't know, wherever, whatever is coming in the warmer months, whatever is coming next. She's all for it. Um, the name of the shop deli that I go to is called Quilter's Crossing, and it's in Tomball, Texas. So it's probably about 30 minutes from my house or so, but it is the best quilt shop. Oh my gosh, I love it. So if you're ever like down around here in Tomball, there's not a whole lot else there. It's a good sound. It's a good town, but like as far as um, a big town, it's not a big town. But you're really close to Houston if you do that. So there's plenty of things around you. But it's called Quilter's Crossing, and you can follow them on Instagram too. And I don't think they have a Facebook. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, I go back and forth because sometimes if I know exactly what I want, I can go online, I can get it, it can be delivered to my house. I don't have to leave, I don't have to do any of that. But if I kind of am working towards what I want, I like to go into the fabric shop. QuiltCon, I think, is where I picked this one up at before they started canceling everything. So it's a Wyndham Fabrics, and it's a Shayla Wolf is the designer of this fabric. But it has all kinds of really, really bold, modern, super colorful, super bright fabrics in it. I'm thinking that I might want to. My thought was I might want to make another jelly roll rug with this one, but then I found this one, which is the Allison Glass one, at the fabric store, and I don't know what I want to do with this one either. Um, I'm thinking I might make a floor pillow or something with it. We'll see. So Samantha says there's so many options and you can't focus. Not enough money and too many options. God, Donna, you speak to my heart, honey. To my heart. My biggest struggles too. Jenny says my biggest obstacle is when the stores don't place companion prints together. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that too. That's really hard because then you're doing like this ping pong thing around the store trying to find what matches what and where, and just trying to get everything. Yeah. Budget constraints, quality of fabric isn't consistent is what Suzanne says. Yeah, that too. And Sue says you want to buy it all. Hold on. Your budget. We want to buy good quality fabrics, right? Because what we're making and spending all this time on, you want it to last forever. Like, I don't want to make a quilt and see it fall apart or like see all the dyes bleed out of it in like a year. That's not at all what my intent is. I want this thing to last at least longer than me. Okay, can we do that? Can we make it last longer than me so that I don't have to see it fall apart? So yeah, you want to go with the higher quality fabrics, and you want to go with the better dyes, and the more expensive ones are obviously better. But sometimes, a quilt can cost several $100s, and I have some suggestions for you. I have some on the blog on like on my blog on how to shop for cheap fabric, and I have some suggestions for how to budget for your quilts and all of that. It gets kind of I email a lot of you back and forth, and I love seeing all of your projects. So please, please, please do keep emailing me. Don't think that like I don't ever see it or anything, because I love to see your projects. I love to be inspired by you. I love to see what it is you're working on, and partials of what you're working on, and I do. I love to see you grow as a quilter and grow as a person, and you know we're all just friends on here. I love to talk to new people and see what it is you're working on. Maybe you've discovered something that I haven't yet. I need to finish off my Coke Zero because I need a little bit more um, what is that, caffeine to get through the rest of the day. I'm not usually a caffeine person, but I have been lately. So um, thank you for meeting me. And I have no idea what time it is on the other side of the world for you two ladies that are in the UK, but thank you for coming on here. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk again soon because this was fun. I enjoyed it. And maybe next time I'll have some more goodies up here to show you and some more projects that I'm working on. So you'll have a good rest of your afternoon. Keep me updated with what's going on the rest of the world and what you're working on. And we will just push through this together and have another sewing / quilting chat soon. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, girls.